That's a great time to my next question, which is about humans and roles in data roles, specifically data scientists, data engineers. You've hired many people in roles like that.
Mm.
I'm curious, we're still not in the SaaS 2.0 world that you're describing. We're in the transition. Which role was the most challenging to hire for? And how have you been able to help people be successful in that role, particularly given what you're describing, the transition to ML being at the core of the work?
Mm. I think the single biggest challenge is um, finding people who understand. How do I put this? There's a tendency, I believe, amongst we as technologists, especially those of us who are really excited about machine learning technologies, to assume that ML is inherently valuable. There's like this intrinsic utility to artificial intelligence or the associated technology underneath that umbrella. And I think the single biggest challenge is for leaders and hiring managers to recognize that the most impactful ML engineers in particular are those that don't believe that. It's those that are focused on applied machine learning and who recognize that the technology is only valuable to the extent to which it replicates or scales some manual process in the physical world. It's those that are able to connect the technology to the real world impact and are first and foremost prioritizing the real world impact that have the biggest impact on your company and your organization. That's the single biggest thing that we've learned and that I've personally observed. And I think that's really, really important because there's some very intellectually stimulating and exciting applications of ML that are highly creative, but don't actually result in real world impact. And that's great. I mean, I think there's a lot of value in those explorations. When it comes to moving the needle and transitioning your company from a SaaS 1.01 to a SaaS 2.01, or from a company that goes from being scared of customer interactions to craving them, I think it requires a deep prioritization of the real world impact that you're looking to materialize. And I think that's something that can be coached personally. But it's something I think to be aware of for all the hiring managers in the room who are looking to hire data scientists and ML researchers.
That's very interesting. So what I'm hearing you say is that you hire, say, a data engineer, they somehow have high expectations of ML itself being the goal, right? Making the best ML, as opposed to being the tool that you use to solve a real business problem.
That's exactly right. And what's interesting is that when you think business problem first or customer problem first, ML, there are many ML techniques that actually, are not the ideal solution. Like there are many regular expressions that would solve a problem more efficiently and better for the customer. And that should be prioritized. It's about the solving the problem, not about the tool of choice. Now the toolkit, the ML toolkit is rapidly expanding, which is very exciting. But if you think tool first and not problem first, I think you run the risk of not applying ML in the right way, and you run the risk of applying it probably too often.